We are taking the chapter number 2, that is linear equations in one variable. We have seen several algebraic expressions and equations, and if we go through some of the equations, you can say some example if we take of expressions. These are like this: 5 into x, 2x minus 3, like this. So you have 1x, you can have x square, you can have x, y, z together. So these are some example of equations. We have some more example of equation like this. The equation means, see, here we don't have any equal to sign, but here in this equation we do have an equal to sign. These are the expressions. These are all expressions. But here we have equality, and since we have equality, these are not in the expression. So these are simply expressions, but these are not expressions, but they are something different which we'll talk about. And as I just indicated, you can have more than one variable. For example, 2xy, so x and y. There are two variables along with some constants. Along with some constants, we have various variables. And if you see here that when we restrict ourselves to the linear equations means we need to have this equality. So as I said that this is the algebraic expressions and these are the equations. Okay, these are equations. So we talk about linear because the highest power we are going to deal with of any of the variable is 1, not more than that. So these are all linear expressions. If you closely observe, x has the power only 1, z has power 1, like this. And these are not linear because we have x squared, we have z cubed, like this, right? So we will be dealing with one variable, one linear expression with one variable, and one variable with only not square but only the power of 1. So these are the equations we know as linear equations in one variable. So one variable and linear equation, that is one power, maximum power is 1. These are linear equation in one variable. And then before we go ahead, let us briefly go through what we know by now, that the algebraic expression is an equality which involves variable. This equality sign is this one. This is the variable x, and this is the complete equation. So it has an equality sign. The expression on the left, this one, equality sign is LHS, that is left hand side. The right hand side 7 is RHS, right hand side, right? So this is the left hand side, this is the right hand side, and in between we have equality, that is left hand side is equal to right hand side. So in equation, the value of the expression on the left hand side, take your left, and that left hand side should be, take your right, should be equal to right. Whatever is on left should be equal to whatever is on right. So these values are the, if we take the equality and then we have variables, so the variable which are going to satisfy the equation, or you can say the variable which is going to make the left hand side and right hand side equal, these values are the solutions of the equation. For example, x is equal to 5. So x is equal to 5 is the solution of the equation. 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. So if you put x here 5 into 10 will be 10 minus 3 is 7. So here x equal to 5 is the solution of this equation. But if we put x some other value, like if you put x equal to 10, so 2 into 10 minus 3 is not going to be 7. So x equal to 10 is not the solution, right? So this will not be equal to, this is not going to give the result of right hand side. So how to find the solution of an equation? Just consider this, right? These are two sides which are balanced, and we will perform some mathematical operation on both the sides. So the balance is not distributed and it remains same. How to solve equation which have linear expressions on one side and numbers on the other side? So the technique or the method of solving equation with some examples we can see, and just observe the solution, and they can be any rational number also. Let us see. This is an equation we have, 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. So what will be the solution of this equation? To remove, we just need this x. So in order to remove or get this x, we have to remove this 3. So we have to add both sides by 3. So this gets cancelled, means 3 minus 3 is 0. And 7 plus 3 is 10. So 2x is equal to 10. Still with x we have 2. So if we want to eliminate 2, we want to get rid of 2, we divide both sides by 2. So this is 2 by 2, 10 by 2, so x is equal to 5. This is the solution actually. Then we need to solve these. So again, we are interested in y. So we need to remove this 9. So we subtract both sides by 9, right? But there is another method. What method is this? See, we can transfer this 9 here. When we transfer any value from left hand side to right hand side and vice versa, what will happen? The sign will change. So plus 9 will become minus 9 here. So when we transfer 9 here, it will be 4 minus 9. And 2y and 4 minus 9 is of course minus 5. Now you can either divide by 2 or you can transfer this 2 to the denominator. Whenever the numerator is there, means anything in the numerator, when it is taken on the other side, that is left hand side or right hand side, wherever it is, so it becomes the denominator. And similarly with the denominator, when it is taken on the other side, it becomes the numerator. So this is we have to consider. So we can divide here. Both methods are there. So y is minus 5 by 2, and this is the solution actually. Now how to check this? This minus 5 by 2 can be put in this equation where y lies. So 2 into minus 5 by 2 plus 9, this gives you the right hand side. Okay. So this is minus 5 by 2 is actually the rational number. Now how to solve this kind of equation, because we have some denominators also. So what you can do here is, since we have minus 3 by 2, and if you transfer this, or you can say transpose 5 by 2 here, then we have denominator same, so we can directly perform the operation. So we transfer this 5 by 2 on the right hand side. So 5 by 2 comes here. Minus 3 by 2 minus 5 by 2. So you can just solve it. The denominator is 2. Minus 5 plus minus 5 minus 3 minus 8. So this is 2 4 is 8. So minus 4 you get. Now you can just multiply both sides by 3, or you can transfer this 3 on the right hand side. It will be 4 into 3 if you take it on the right hand side. So this x becomes minus 12. And you can check it also. X, if you put it minus 12 here, you get the left hand side equal to right hand side. Now I need to solve this equation. 15 by 4 minus 7 is equal to 9. For that, what we can do, first we can take this on the right hand side, that is it will be minus 15 by 4, this will be left. Now minus 7 can be taken in the denominator, so minus 7 can be taken in the denominator. So 7 3s are 21, so minus can be taken up, so minus 3 by 4 is the solution, and you can just check it. Put minus 3 by 4 here, and you can easily see that the left hand side becomes equal to right hand side as given here. So there are certain applications when we deal with linear equation in one variable. Say, I'll give you an example. We have sum of two numbers as 74. One is 10 more than the other. So if one is x, the other will be x plus 10. Or you can say one is x, the other can be x minus 10. Right? If one is x, the other has to be some value which is greater than 10. So 10 more than this will be a better idea to take. So what are the numbers? So here we have certain puzzles, some certain way, certain special way to solve these type of questions, word formulations. So we do not know either of the two numbers now, so we have to find them. One of the number is 10 more than the other, so what we will do? And their sum is 74 also. So if we take one as x, as I just suggested, the other has to be x plus 10. So one is x, other is x plus 10. And when we add these two, x and x plus 10, when we add these two numbers, we should get 74. So x plus 10 will be 74. X plus x is 2x. This is 10. This is 74. Take 10 this side. This will be 74 minus 10. You get 64. Divide both sides by 2. You get x equal to 32. So basically, x is equal to 32 is your solution. And since x you have taken, you have to take x plus 10 also. So one is x, which is 32. Other is 32 plus 10, which is 42. If you add this 32 and 42, you get the final result, and you can just verify that both the numbers are 10 apart, and also they add to 74. what should be added to twice the rational number this to get 3 by 4? So first of all, we have to take the twice, and then we have to add some value to get 3 by 7. So 2 into minus 7 by 3 plus something, that is 2 into minus 7 by 3 is nothing but 2 into 7 is minus 14 by 3. So x plus minus 14 by 3. So you have to add something to this to get 3 by 7. So what is the best solution? You can take minus 14 by 3 this side, minus becomes plus. Always the sign will change. If you transfer from left hand side to right hand side, the sign is going to change. The minus will come here, but it will go plus. So you can just take the denominator. So there is one more method. 3 into 3 here, 7 into 14 here, and 7 into 3 here. It will give you 107 by 21. This is the solution. This has to be added to twice of minus 7 by 3 in order to get 3 by 7. The perimeter of a rectangle is 13 cm and the width is this. Find its length. The perimeter is nothing but, when we talk about a rectangle, this is length, this will also be length, this is b, this is b. So 2 into L plus b, this is the perimeter. So 2 into L plus b is the perimeter and it is given as 13. The 2 into L plus b is given as 13 cm. And the width is 2 into 3 by 4. So the width is also given. So what is the width? This 2, 3 by 4, and it can be taken as 4 is the 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 by 4. So 2 into x plus 11 by 4, this is your perimeter. And this is given as 13. So why not to equate this to 13? You can take t on the downside, so this will be 13 by 2, take 11 by 4 here, so it will be 13 by 2 minus 11 by 4. And you get, when you solve it, you get 3, 3 by 4. Or you can get 15 by 4, or you can easily write, because the question is in the form, we can just write 3, 3 by 4, the length of the rectangle is 3, 3 by 4. Now the present age of Sahil's mother is 3 times the present age of Sahil, right? So if the present age of Sahil is x, the age of mother is 3 times the Sahil. So if he is say 10, the mother is 30, like this. After 5 years, their ages will add to 66 years. So after 5 years, he'll be 5 years elder, x plus 5. After 5 years, this mother will also be 5 years older, so 3x plus 5. Now, when we add x plus 5 and 3x plus 5, it is given when after 5 years, when we add the ages of both of these, we get 4x plus 10, right? And this is equal to 66. So this is how we have to do. So 4x plus 10 is equal to 66. What we have done, let me just go through it again. We have added this age of 5 after 5 years of Sahil, that is x plus 5, to 3x, that is the mother's age, with 5. We added these two, we get 4x plus 10, which is equivalent to 66. So we equated it to 66. When we say 10 here, we send the 10 on the right hand side, it is 56. When we divide both sides by 4, we get x equal to 14. So if Sahil is 14, mother is 14 into 3, and that is 42. So this adds to 66 also. Bansi has 3 times as many 2 rupees coins as he has 5 rupees coins. So if he has in all the sum 77 bucks, how many coins of each denomination does he have? So just consider that the 5 rupee coin that Bansi has is x, and in the question it is given that the number of 2 rupees coin he has is 3 times. So if the 5 rupee coin is x, the 2 rupee coin is 3x. So what is the amount he has? Say 5 rupees, so 5 into x, right? X is the number of 5 rupees coin and 5 is the amount, denomination. So 5 into x. 5x is the amount he has, that is 5x rupees. Then 2 rupees, because we have 3x denomination, this 2 denomination of 3x numbers, so 2 into 3x, that will be 6x. So the total money he has is 5x plus 6x, that is 11x. But in the question it is given that the total money he has is 77. So the total of these two, that is 11x, is nothing but 77. You divide both sides by 11, you get x equal to 7. So when you find this solution, you can get 7 into 3, that is 21. The number of 5 rupee coin is 7x and the number of 2 rupees coin is 3x, that is 21. The sum of 3 consecutive multiple of 11 is 363. Find these multiples. How to find this? Say, one is x, the other has to be x plus 11, because it is multiple of 11. The next one has to be x plus 11 plus 11, that is x plus 22. So this is how we start with 0, 11, 22, sum x plus 11, because the differences are 11 only. x plus 11, x plus 22, that is 11 difference. So it is given that the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 11 is 363, that is x plus x plus 11 plus x plus 22 is nothing but 363. So when you add this x, you get 3x. You get 11 plus 22, you get 33. 363 is on the right side. You take 33 here. You get 3x equal to 330. Divide both sides by say 3. You get 110. So once you get this 110, just add 11, you get 121. Again, you add 11, you get 132. So these are the ways to solve. The difference between two whole numbers is 66. The ratio of the two numbers is 2 and 5. What are the two numbers? So the difference between two whole numbers is 66. That means what? That if we have, first let us go to the second part. The ratio of the two numbers is 2 is to 5. So if one number is 2x, the other number has to be 5x. One is 2x, the other is 5x. Right? So now the difference between these numbers are 66. So 2x in minus 5x, that will be 2x will be lesser. And it is positive. So you have to take 5x minus 20x is equal to 66. 5x minus 2x is what? 3x. 3x is equal to 66. And when you solve for x, you get 22. So x is 22 here. And once x is 22, you can find 2x as the first number, that is 2 into 22. And the second number will be 5 into 22, that will be 110. Right? And the difference between these two numbers is nothing but 110 minus 44, that you can check, it is 66 only. Debussy has a total of 590 rupees 590 as currency notes in the denominations of 50, 20 and 10. The ratio of the number of rupees 50 notes and rupees 20 notes is 3 to 5. If she has total of 25 notes, how many notes of each denomination she has? So let us take, because the ratio or this is given as 3 is to 5. So 3x, 5x. So 50 notes, 3x, so 20 notes, 5x. So let this number of 50 notes be 3x, 20 notes be 5x as given in the question. But she has a total of 25 notes. So 25 minus 3x minus 5x will be equal to 10 notes. Because 10 notes is not given. She has all the denominations 50, 20 and 10. So the total number of 10 notes, so that will be 25 minus 3x minus 5x, that will be 25 minus 8x. So the amount she has is 50x, so 3x into 50, 150x. Now 20 into 5x, that is this 3x into 50x and 5x into 20x. So 3x into 50x, that is 150x, and 5x into 20, that is 100x. And what about 10? Because 25 minus 8x is already there. You multiply it by 10, you get 250 minus 80x. So the total money is addition of these three, but the total money is given as 590. So 170x plus 250 will be equal to 590. And what do you get? Take 250 here, 590 minus 250, that is 340, divide both sides by 170, you get 2. Now, when you get x equal to 2, 3x is the 50 notes, that is 6, 5x is the 20 notes, 5 into 2, and 10 notes is 25 minus 8x, that will count to 9. Solving equations having the variable on both sides. So, we have this kind of equation, we have equality sign, left hand side, right hand side. So we have two expressions actually here. 2x minus 3 is one expression, 7 is another expression, right? Here in this case, this 7 is just a number, which is a constant number, you can say. But this can be an expression also, like in this example. Here left hand side is an expression, right hand side is also an expression. So the expression on left hand side is this one, right hand side is this one. So let us discuss how to solve such equations which have expression with the variable on both the sides. So we have to solve 2x minus 3 is equal to x plus 2. For this, what we do? We take x means similar or like terms on one side and the other like terms on the other side. That is, 2x is here, let us take x here and let us take minus 3 here. So when minus 3 comes here, it becomes plus 3 like this. If you see here, this 3 has become plus, okay. And if you see that the next one is here, this one, right? I'm pointing to this one. So we get this one as, you can take x here and 3 here. So 2x minus x is x, and this 2 plus 3, because 3 we have taken on the right hand side, this is the x plus 5, right? So 2x minus x is x, And here, because we just are left with 5, we can write 5. But there is another method. What you can do, if you have 2x, we have already taken 3 here. You can subtract both sides by x so that we can eliminate x from here. So 2x minus x will be equal to x plus 5 minus x. Just cancel it. You get x equal to 5. So here what we have done, we have subtracted both sides of the equation, not by a number, but a term which is involving a variable, which is we have subtracted both sides by x. You can do this always. Okay. We'll take one more example to get a more closer look at that. 5x is here, 3a by 2x is here. So what you can do, because 2 are in the denominator, you can multiply whole left hand side, right hand side by 2. So this is 5 into 2, that is 10x. Then again multiply 2 with 7 by 2, 2 cancel, so you get 7, just 7, like this. Then you multiply 3 by 2 into 2, that is 2 cancel, so you get 3x. And 14 into 2, that is 28. So you get all these. So now you take 3x on left hand side, 7 on right hand side. 10x minus 3x is 7x. And minus 28, if you take minus 7 here, that will be minus 7. Minus 28 minus 7 is minus 35. Both divide by 7. And you get x equal to minus 35 by 7, that is x equal to minus 5. This is the solution. We have some more applications of linear equations in one variable. So the digit of two numbers differ by 3. If the digits are interchanged and the resulting number is added to the original number, we get 143. What can be the original number? Say, if I want to write 56, how do I write? What does it mean? 56 is nothing but 50 plus 6, which is what? 50 is what? 5 into 10 plus 6. So any two-digit number can be written as a into 10 plus b, like this. If this is a and this is b, so 10 into 5 plus 6. So if we interchange now 56 to 65, so in this case b will come here, a will come here, so it is ba. And this ba will be formed again by b into 10 plus a. So this 65 will be 6 into 10 plus 5, that is 6 into 10 plus 5, which is you have exchanged the number, right? So let us take the two digit where we have b in the unit place, as we took this ab. The digit in the 10th place differ from b by 3. So if it is, let us take it as b plus 3. Okay, one is b, the other is, because it is being given, if this is b, a is what? A is b plus 3, because the two digit differ by 3. We took b by b plus 3. Now let us use this expression, 10 into b plus 3 plus b. So what you get, because we have taken a and in the place of a we have written here b plus 3. So 10 into b plus 3 plus b gives you 11b plus 30. Now when we interchange the digit, you know that this will come here, this will come here. B will come here and b plus 3 will come here. So it will be 11b plus 3. So if we add these two two-digit numbers, their sum will be what? 11b plus 3 and 11b plus 30 from here. This number added with the interchange number. So when we add these two, you get 22b plus 33. And this is nothing but 143. It is given in the question, and you know how to solve it. Take 33 here, divide both sides by 22, you get b equal to 5. Now the question arises is, why we have not taken one as b and one b minus 3? See, this solution, when we choose the 10 digit to be 3 more than the unit digit, if we take b minus 3, the question becomes, say, I'm just giving you an example, that if we have a and b, we have already found out by this. So if I just take 56, then I take one other than the other, right? Two digit differ by 3. So when we exchange the number, when we take b into a, the number will be different. That will be the different number a b and b a will not give us what we desire. That is why we have not taken one as b and other as b minus 3, because the question clearly says one is b 3 more than the other. So the unit digit is 5, therefore the tens digit has to be 5 plus 3 in this case, which is 85. You can just check 85 plus 5, 58 is 143. Arjun is twice as old as Shriya. So 5 years ago, his age was 3 times Shriya's age. We have to find their present age. So we can start with Shriya's present age, which is x years. So the Arjun present age will be what? Twice, so 2x. Now 5 years ago, that is, we have to subtract 5 from this and 5 from this. So x minus 5 to x minus 5. And what it is given is 5 years ago, Arjun age 5 years ago was 3 times Shriya's age. So Arjun age is 2x minus 5 was 5 years ago, and this will be thrice x minus 5, that is thrice the age of Shriya. And we solve it, 3 into x minus 15. Now you can take one step here. 2x you can transfer here, 15 you can transfer here, and the sign will be changed. Minus 15 will be plus 15, and this 2x will be minus 2x. So 3x minus 2x is x, and this 15 minus 5 is 10. So x is 10, and the Arjun age, because it is twice, it will be 20 years.
Now, reducing equation to simpler form. How to reduce the equation to simpler form? See, this is an example of an equation which is not looking like say a simpler form, or you can say a linear equation. So how to do this? We see we have 3 and 6 in the denominator. So we'll take the LCM, that will be 6. So let us multiply the complete by 6. So when we multiply this by 6, it will give you 2 into 6 x plus 1. When you multiply 6 with 1, you get 6. When you multiply 6 with x minus 3 by 6, you get x minus 3. Now multiply this 2 inside, 12x plus 2 plus x equal to x minus 3. Now transfer this x here and transfer this 6 plus 2, 8 here. That is minus will be there on this side. So 12x minus x will be 11x, and 8 will go here, that will be minus 11. So 11x will be equal to minus 11, divide both sides by 11, you get x equal to minus 1. So this is how we can reduce into simpler form. You can check it also. How to solve this kind of equation? First of all, what we'll do, we'll just open the brackets. The possibility is this is 5x. You have to open the bracket. 2 into 2x is 4x, minus 4x. Minus 2 into minus 7 is 14x. Here also 2 into 3x is 6x, and like this 6x, and 2 into 1 is minus 2, and this is 7 by 2. So now let us equate them, and when we equate, see, this is the simpler form. 5x minus 7x is x, 14 lies here, 6x, we will solve this also, 7 by 2 minus 2. This will give you 3 by 2. So now you can transfer x here and 3 by 2 here. This you can do. 6x minus x will be 5x. You can transfer 3 by 2 here. And you see that 14 minus 3 by 2 is simply 25 by 2. You can just 5 5 is 25, or you can take 5 here down and on the below, and 5 by 5 5 is 25. So it will be just simply 5 by 2. So this is how we reduce a different looking scenario to a simpler form. And you can check also, you can just put this value and check the left hand side, right hand side, you will find the similar value on the both sides. Now equations are reducible to the linear form. Now this is again an equation which is not looking like a linear form, but we can make it. How to do it? The thing is, if you multiply both sides by 2x plus 3, right? You multiply both sides by 2x plus 3 like this, 2x plus 3 into 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 should not be equal to 0, otherwise divide by 0 is not defined. So when you multiply these, this gets cancelled and you get this equation. So you get only x plus 1 here on the left hand side, right hand side you get 3 by 8 into 2x plus 3. So when you solve it, you can take 8 on the left hand side, 3 remains here. Now let us multiply them. Now the other way is to do like this. Multiply 8 with x plus 1. Multiply 2x plus 3 with 3, like this. The same scenario you will get. So again 8 into x plus 1 like this, and 3 into 2x plus 3 like this. So 8x plus 8, and this is 6x plus 9. Take 6x here, take 8 here, you get 8x minus 6x as 2x, and this simply is 9 minus 8 is 1. So x will be equal to 1 by 2. This is the solution, 1 by 2. So you can check also, you can just put the value which you got on left hand side and right hand side, You see that both sides will be equal. Now, present ages of Anu and Raj are in the ratio 4:5. So, if we take the Anu and Raj age, it will be 4:5. So, 8 years from now, the ratio of their ages will be 5:6. So, just take one of these as 4x, the other will be 5x. So, if Anu is 4x, the Raj age will be 5x. How? Because the present ages of Anu and Raj are in the ratio 4:5. So, 4x, 5x. So, 4x, 5x. Now, after 8 years, so you add 4x with 8 and you add 5x with 8. So, the ratio will be now 5/6. So, 4x by 8 by 5x plus 8 will be equal to 5/6 now. So, now you can just solve it. Take 6 here, multiply it with this. Take 5x plus 8, multiply by 5. So, now 6 4s are 24x, 6 6 are 48, 5 5s are 25x, 5 8s are 40. Take 24x here and 40 here. So, you get simply x is equal to 8. Now, because the age we have taken initially as 4x and 5x, so 4 into 8 and 5 into 8. This is how you get 32 and 40. So, what we have discussed, an algebraic expression or equation is an equality. See, equation is the equality. Algebraic expression has no equality. So, algebraic equation is an equality which involves variable. It just says that the value of the expression on the one side, that is the left hand side, is equal to the value of the expression on the other side. And the linear equation in one variable we have studied, and here we have only one variable, and the highest power in linear equation in one variable of any variable is 1. Any variable, there will be only one variable. The linear equation may have for its solution any rational number also, so this is also possible. And equation may have linear expression on both sides, right? Just like numbers, variable can also be transposed or transferred from one side to another, just change the sign. The expression forming equation have to be simplified before we can solve them, just by usual method. And some equation may not even be linear to begin with. If you start with, some equation may not be even linear, but they can be brought into linear form just by multiplying both sides by the equation by suitable expressions. The utility of linear equations is in their diverse application. Various applications employ linear equation. Different problems on numbers, ages, parameters, combination of currency nodes. There are so many to solve using linear equations. Thank you so much. This is all about this chapter. Take care of yourself.